7 hours exactly, actually, like on the money. 7 hours and 3 minutes. All right. That's pretty good. That's good. That's a good sesh. I am going to kick myself off now. Yep, 7 hours. That's good. Game's gorgeous. They had one job and it was to make the game gorgeous, so they did that. The other job they had was to make, like, an immaculate character creator. Is it half decent? Yeah. But it's just kind of comical that basically similar things that I had issues with in Inquisition 10 years ago. Like, I couldn't make my character a nice blonde. And then I made her blonde in this game. That blonde kept looking gray, so I changed it. I think it'll look better now. But yeah, having to change my character's skin complexion because their fucking scalp skin color couldn't be changed and it didn't look right. Oh, her bouncing like that is really cute. Yeah, I just do not like how much of a chore it was to make my dwarf look pretty. Like, God forbid dwarves are pretty. I feel like they kind of tried ruining my fantasy there by, like, enforcing whatever ideals they have of dwarves. But I don't know why a dwarf can't be just as pretty as an elf. You know? So, I did my best. And I'm happy about that. Combat's great. Combat's pretty fucking fun. I'd say the combat is definitely what's going to make me, like, enjoy playing it and want to keep playing it, and looking forward to just, like, what else the game has to offer, right? I can't say I'm too hot about the story. Some of the characters, they're pretty cool. Like, the characters in this game are way better so far than Inquisition. Like, way better. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, like, all the characters they introduced in Inquisition, like, a lot of them just, they fell very flat for some reason. They just none of them resonated with me at all. Whereas, like, the characters in Dragon Age 2, I loved everybody. Like, all my companions and stuff, everyone, except for Aveline. Fucking hated Aveline, she was annoying. But yeah, you know, happy Varric's around, but not, like, actually around, you know? Like, at least he's alive. Like, they almost made it seem like he was gonna die, but he's not dead. I hope he doesn't die. That would suck. I do miss having him in the party. You know, it's like I played 2 whole games. Like, I just played Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, and I played both of them with him in my party, so kind of rough, you know? But this is also not it. I think I am enjoying the not your traditional 4-player party thing. Like, playing Inquisition, I felt like I was like, might as well play Dragon's Dogma, right? With this sort of party setup and everything. So I think they did themselves a justice by changing the dynamic, because if the party setup was a lot like their past games, and then it would be, for one, easier to sit there and, like, compare it to Dragon's Dogma. And I mean, the combat's really good. I don't know if it's as good as Dragon's Dogma. Like, it's really, really good combat, but I don't think it's, like, as good. Dragon's Dogma combat's fucking insane. So, right, like, that's just such a high standard. And for this game to come from Origins being, like, a turn-based, basically, like, it's a really far leap. So, you know, good on them with the combat. And, yeah, like, the game, it feels like it did something a little bit different so that it won't suffer being badly compared to other games that prioritize combat. Like, in Dragon's Dogma, in Dragon's Dogma 2, what the fuck was that story, right? Like, it was like, oh, okay, and, like, all the characters and everything, it was like, huh? Like, no one seemed to really matter or whatever, I don't know. But at least the gameplay was sick. Now, in this, the gameplay's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking great. The characters are alright, and the game's gorgeous, and it's, like, a different thing going on. You're You only have control of your character, so it is a party. Like, you have 1 or 2 other people with you, but you don't really have too much control of them aside from the little radial menu, the tab menu and stuff. But yeah, I really like that. I like that it's something different. And I'm excited to see how it, like, goes, like, you know, starting now. It does feel like bare bones, but not too bare bones. Like, I feel like it's enough. And then, like, I don't know how much more it can get. I feel like I'm already doing some pretty cool things with my skills. But I'm sure, like, there's going to be even more crazier things with the combat. So I'm excited to see how that pans out. That's my consensus. That's how I feel after playing for 7 hours. And, yeah. I sort of wanted to highlight the issues that I was having with the character creator. I recorded this clip, when I started the game, and what's crazy about it is I hadn't even noticed. If you look where her scalp, I was bothered so much by this whole issue where I couldn't make her chin morph. I just wanted her to have big lips, and I was okay making her chin a bit longer, but it was just it was a whole issue. But anyways, I then had to go, I wanted her to be pale, right? You can see how her whole skin complexion is pale. But then the lines of the braids, there's just so many issues that I don't understand why this character creator was so difficult. It was the thing I was looking forward to the most with this game. I can praise this game about so many other things besides the character creator itself. Other characters in the game look great. My own character, I could not create the vision that I had truly for my character because I don't know who, whatever, I mean, it just felt like such a crime to have such a gorgeous character creator and then have this weird issue. And I don't want to take anyone else's character and like use them as an example for this video because that would be mean, but I've seen so many other people's characters. They've posted their rooks on like Twitter and stuff like that. Girls, elves, humans, dwarves, Canary, they all have giant chins. Everybody, I'm talking even characters in the game, like the default NPCs and whatnot. Why does everyone have to have this like huge stiff chin? Or it just seems like their heads are like a giant bobblehead. The other thing too, right, I made my character's body very slim, very slender. You know, she's a tiny little dwarf. But then look at that neck. That neck don't match that body. That neck don't match that body. And there's no way to change that neck. Please, mods. This really is just a visual thing. Like, this is not a gameplay thing. It just sucks, like, looking at the cutscenes and everything like that. You know, I just really wish that when I was looking forward to this game, having a vision in my head for a really pretty dwarf, because I knew that they were going to pop off with the character customization, and I have seen other people saying as well they've been having a hard time with the morphs, that they don't like it. Like, yeah, the human and the elf characters, you can make them really pretty. I have seen a lot of really, hell, I've even seen a really pretty Canary female character and stuff like that, but it's just that's my biggest gripe. I think there's some people who are actually glazing the game for the character customization, character creator, and meanwhile I spent 4 hours yesterday. I could only play the game for a little over 7 hours because 4 hours I spent just in the character creator alone. So then I spent another 7 hours playing the game, but I could have spent way more time playing the game if just simply that character creator wasn't, because it was very simple and easy for me to make the whole like top part of my character, like her eyes, her nose, but her cheeks were so massive, her whole head, so the whole head just way too massive, and then the whole lip combo and everything. Oh, I had like a Bratz doll sort of idea in my head, like, you know, cute, sassy dwarf girly, and Um, yeah, but aside from the story being a little bland, I'm looking forward to see what might happen. Like I said, I've only played 7 hours. I'm gonna continue playing this game on my Twitch channel. So if you want to hang out with someone who has been a longtime Dragon Age fan, who just mainly criticizing this game against itself, against its prior iterations, the other Dragon Age games, I'm not trying to do a disservice. Really, honestly, I've played Dragon Age Origins so many times over in my life, and I just got done playing Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition recently. And yeah, this with Veilguard has been a trip. It's been a trip so far, so let's see where this trip takes us. Cheers.